Good morning, children. So today we'll continue chapter number 8, Cell, Structure and Function. Already we have discussed the discovery of cell, why cell is known as a structural and functional unit of life, the difference between unicellular and multicellular organisms, about cell theory we had discussed, and the level of organizations we had discussed, that how different cells combine to form tissue combines to form organ, different organs join together to form organ system, and then the whole organ systems combine to form an organisms. So these all were the levels of organisms. Next part will continue, that is a shape of cells. All cells are of different shapes. Some cells out of them keep on changing their shape. For example, amoeba and white blood cells in the human beings, they keep on changing their shape. But these are the examples of the cells which keep on changing their shape. But some cells are of spherical, round, elongated, spindle shape or branched. So different cells have different shapes. So see in the picture, there are few of the examples we can discuss. This is amoeba. As we have read about amoeba, that amoeba is a single-celled organism. It performs all the functions by that single cell, and it has no definite shape. It has a false feet which are known as pseudopodia to capture its prey. Next is a white blood cell. They also keep on changing their shape. This is a white, red blood cells which are spherical in shape. Spherical in shape, that are in the human blood. Next, we can see this is a spindle shaped muscle cell. The shape of the muscle cell is spindle in shape. And children, this is a nerve cell which is long and branched. And the function of nerve cell, or we can say neuron, it receives and transfer messages which helps to control and coordinate the working of different parts of the body. So this is a branched cell because it has to send or to receive the messages from the brain. You know, brain is a control center of our body, and messages are to be sent or to be received. So this was a shape of the different cells. Different cells have a different shape. Next, see that the size of the cell. How the size of the cells vary. Even the cells in the human organisms are of different sizes. They may be very small or they may be large as a few centimeters. So let's see what is the smallest cell in the bacteria. Smallest cell is a cell of bacteria. Approximately you can see the size is 0.1 to 0.5 micrometers. And the largest cell is of egg of ostrich, and size varies from 17 centimeter to 17 centimeter into 13 centimeters. You can see in the picture also, this is an ostrich egg, which is the largest cell of the ostrich. Largest cell is there. Next, children, I want to tell you one thing, that the size of the cell has no relation with the size of the body of an animal or plant. So it's not necessary that the cells in the elephant be much bigger than that of rat. It's not like that. Elephant is the bigger animal, and the number and the shape or the size of the cell will be more in the elephant. It's not like that. Number of cells can be increased, but the shape and size of the cell will remain same. Either that cell is present in elephant or in rat or in any of the other animal. For example, let's take one more example, then it will become more clear to you. Nerve cells, both in elephant and rat. As already we have discussed that nerve cells are long and branched. So they are, the size of the nerve cell will remain same in both elephant and rat. They perform the same function, that is transferring of messages or receiving of the messages. So the work done by the nerve cell is same, either it is present in any of the animal. So I think I am very, very clear with it that there is no relation of the size of the cell with the size of the body of the animal. The size will remain same whether it is present in any of the body of the any of the animal. Next, children, I can show you one diagram. So it's very, very important that you should know the relation between the size of the cell and the size of the animal. Let's see, this is a onion peel cells as seen under a microscope. If we see, this is an activity. If we see onion peel under a microscope, then we can see such a rectangular shaped boxes. We can see the rectangular shaped boxes present in the onion peel. This is an enlarged picture of the onion peel seen under the microscope. With a naked eye, we can't see such pictures. So these are the form of rectangles, how the boxes has been formed like in a honeycomb, that boxes has been formed in the same way in the onion peel. If seen under a microscope, we can see these onion peels. So one more is here, seen under a microscope, human cheek cell. So children, we can see these human cheek cell under a microscope in our school lab. So this is a shape of a human cheek cell. You can see as seen under a microscope. So different cheek cells can be seen under a human, under a microscope. So this is an activity. Once we'll be there in the school, we'll perform this activity and you can see that how we can see and how the shape of this cheek cell resemble with the human cheek cell. So in this way, many of the slides can be seen under a microscope and that will show the enlarged image of that particular whatever we are watching or the under the microscope. Different cells we can see. So children, this was for today only. So next, the parts of the cell and the structure of animal and plant cell will be continued in next class. So today we have discussed the shape of a cell, size of the cell, how they both are related with one another. Thank you.